Hi everyone! Back in 2004, the PlayStation 2 was basically everywhere. If you wanted to watch two ripped athletes beat each other up in a virtual octagon, your choices were pretty slim. Now look, when people bring up PS2 era fighting games, you usually hear names like Tekken 5, Soul Calibur 2, or even Def Jam getting all the love. But then there's Sudden Impact, this odd little time capsule from a period when MMA games hadn't quite figured themselves out yet. It launched at $20, got all kinds of reviews, and somehow retro sports fans keep coming back for more. So today, I'm digging into Sudden Impact for the PS2. Is it a secret gem with blood and strategy, or just another awkward button masher? Let's find out. The first thing that hits you is the roster. It's stacked with over 30 real-life UFC legends from that golden era. Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz, Ken Shamrock, Matt Hughes, and many others. Pure nostalgia if you remember watching old pay-per-view TV in the old days. The graphics, well, they're kind of all over the place. Opus, the developers, actually put in real-time body damage, which was pretty wild back then. Hit a guy in the ribs a few times or smash their face enough, and you'll see bruises, swelling, and blood pop up as rounds pass. It's gritty, and honestly, it looks great. But get close to some of these fighters and the graphics start to fall apart. They kind of look like aliens who tried to draw humans from memory. The walkouts look weird, almost like these guys have never walked before. And the crowd, just a sea of flat 2D cardboard fans waving at you. But hey, that was 2004. We didn't have high standards. Now let's talk gameplay, because this is where things get really strange. At first, it feels like a standard arcade brawler. Each button's tied to a limb, that Tekken vibe. Punch, kick, mash, and hope for the best. Give it a few hours though, and you'll notice there's way more under the hood. There are over 10 actual martial arts mapped in. Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Sambo, and yeah, even Sumo. You can transition to side mount, back mount, and now for the first time, drag your opponent to the cage and unload. After the fight, Big John McCarthy might even tackle you to break things up, which looks flat out cool and was something new back then. But there's one big, infuriating flaw: submissions. It's brutal, honestly, almost random. The game moves fast. You lock up a submission or you get caught, and you have about half a second to spin the analog stick like a maniac. Stamina doesn't matter. Even if you're fully healthy, you could get snapped up and tap out immediately, no warning. It wrecks any sense of strategy or pacing. Done getting insta-tapped in arcade? Check out Story Mode. You get 3 years to build a fighter from scratch, train them up, pick your skills, and try to make it to the UFC. Cool idea, but the actual playing is pretty tedious. The training is just endless mini-missions like land 1 right punch or do 3 kicks. It feels less like a true career and more like a really long character creator. If you goof off, your fighter turns out useless. If you take it seriously, you can bring your custom fighter into the other modes, which is actually neat. But honestly, Sudden Impact's biggest offense is no commentary. Not a single announcer line. Joe Rogan and Mike Goldberg are totally missing. The fights play out in creepy silence, except for the crowd noise and your fighter grunting, screaming, and occasionally the disturbing sound of bones breaking in submissions. It gets pretty dry when you're solo. So what's the verdict on UFC Sudden Impact? Honestly, it's a game on cruise control in some ways. The story mode drags, the presentation's missing some spark, and the commentary's absence hurts. But for $20 back then, you got a big fighter roster, some surprisingly deep counter mechanics, and a fantastic couch multiplayer. If you've got a friend and a couple controllers, screaming at sudden knockouts still feels awesome. Not the best MMA game ever, but definitely an interesting step towards where the genre headed. So, did you play Sudden Impact on PS2, or were you more into Pride FC? Drop a comment below and let me know. If you liked the video, smash that like button, it seriously helps. And if you're new, maybe subscribe for more throwback dives like this. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next time, right here.